Hi everyone, welcome back. Naji here. So in this video, we will be focusing on LangChain output parsers. So what is a LangChain output parser or output parser in LangChain, right? We can say that this is a specialized class that take the raw text from the LLM or LLM generated text, and we will transform that into the format that we need. Okay, so that is what we call in general as a output parsers. So in this video, we will be specifically discussing on like a three output parsers. What is the string output parsers and JSON output parser and Pydantic output parsers. So first one, we can start with the string output parsers. In my previous video also, like we have already discussed about the string output parsers, but anyway, let's discuss that once more. Okay, so this is my string output parser. The purpose is definitely like convert the input generated from the LLM to a plain string format. And the one of the advantages or few advantages are like it is very simple. No formatting is required and it is fast and it's work with almost all LLMs. And when we come to the cons part, it is a plain text, right? So we may have to format as per our need. Like if we need to format it, we have to do that. So those is the kinds of a negative part here. Now let's see how this works. Okay. So here what I'm going to do, I'm going to do the init model and the chat prompt template imported from the prompt. And this is the main part. From the LangChain underscore core dot output parsers, we are importing the string output parser. So let's do that. Okay. So here we have a prompt template is there, and this is kind of a knowledge base I have done. Okay, I have mentioned that you are an analyzer and this is the input or this is a knowledge base, and we are using this knowledge base to do like a question and answers. Okay, so here we can see John is a computer science student. He scored 92% in machine learning and he is interested in AI research. Okay, and here we are passing the user input. So we'll see how this works. Okay, I'm initializing the model, and first we will start without parser here. So I'm using only the prompt and the model. I'm creating a chain. So let's invoke this one. I can do chain.invoke. I am passing the user input as give me student details. So let's execute it. Okay. Here we can see I'm getting the student informations, John. I mean, it is we are getting good result here, but this is coming within like AI message and the content. So what we can do, I can create a parser, string output parser, and I am updating my chain as a prompt model and the parser. So let's do that. Now I'm invoking it. Okay. So once I run this, let me adjust this one. Here I can see that, okay, I'm directly getting the output result. Okay. So earlier it was on the AA message within the AA message, right? Now I'm getting a string message, and this can be streamed back to the UI if needed. So that is all about the string output parsers. Now we can discuss about the JSON output parser. So as the name says, it will give us some kind of a JSON result, and this is very good for if you are working with some kind of a API, and this is very good, right? Most of the API or all of the APIs will support the JSON. So in that way, it is very good to use the JSON output parser. But there are few negatives are there, because LLM will generate the JSON output parser, JSON structure, but sometimes like it may not follow some strict rules or validations, or sometimes it may miss some kind of a fields. Those kind of things will happen, and sometimes even it may not generate the exact JSON structure. So we may have to do some kind of additional coding and validation for this one. Okay, so this is good for a simple scenarios. Okay, so if you look on the JSON output parser, that is also imported from the output parsers. Okay, and I am initializing this. I am initializing the model, and this is our prompt template. So there is some small difference with the earlier chat prompt template. Here we are adding some kind of a formatting instructions also. So we'll see what is the formatting instructions. Okay. So before executing the next cell, like I can I can show you like we can execute this particular cell. So let me execute this cell. Okay, and let's understand more about this cell. So if you look on this, what actually we are doing, we are actually taking parser dot get format instruction. Okay, this is this is also passed with the instruction. Okay, without system. So if we print this, here we can see return as a JSON object. So we are specifically saying in the system prompt, we are saying that okay, this has to be written as a JSON object. Okay, now let's execute it. So I have created a new chain one. and ready prompt is our input, and model and parser is our output. I mean JSON output. Yeah. So I'm executing this and I am invoking with the same question. So let's do that. Okay. So here we are getting the correct response as we discussed earlier. Okay. Now next is we can discuss about the Pydantic output parser. So this is we are using the Pydantic model here. Okay, Python Pydantic model here. So this provide as a strong validations, type safe, and this is really good for the production grade applications. Okay, so negative part is we have to have a like a Pydantic model, and it is like a we may have to do some extra error handling. We may have to do. Okay, but ideally this is a good thing for the production grade application. We can ensure that it has a like a all the fields. Good. Okay, so this is the one method, and we have a Pydantic output parser. Also we are importing from the output parsers. So let's do that. Okay, similar way we are creating the output parser, and I'm passing a student as a parser here. Okay, now this is our prompt.json. So here also we are passing the just like the JSON structure, we are passing the instructions here. So let's do that. Okay, now we can execute this one, ready prompt. Okay, now let's execute the chain. So in the chain we have a ready prompt is there, model is there, and parser is there. Now invoke this one. Okay, so here I am invoking chain.invoke that we are doing. Here we are getting the details, student details here. Name is John, department is computer science, and score is 92, and interested is the AI research. So this is kind of like a clean and easy way. Okay, so that is all about output parsers. And yeah, so just adding to this Pydantic output parser, like most of the LLMs currently supporting a structured output pattern. So this is kind of a useful like a old LLMs and old format LLMs, but most of the new LLMs, like we will using the structured output. I mean, there is a option to get the structured output from the LLM itself. So that maybe we can discuss in our coming videos. But to complete this, yeah, I'm just adding the Pydantic output parsers. So that is all about in this video. So please do like and subscribe. Have a nice day.